Run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one. How could you post?
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cougars and the Dreadnoughts coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Cougars and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Second and 9 now. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And playoff games in and of themselves, we know they're pressure-filled. That's not breaking any news, but you have to wonder how much added pressure this team feels, given that a perfect season is on the line. They heard it during the regular season. Now they've sat at home for 2 weeks hearing about it. Can they handle that as well as the team that they're facing in order to try and advance?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Patton, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. It's Patton. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A good gain of 12 yards that time. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Patton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On first down, it's Patton. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. to throw here. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. Touchdown from 10 yards out. And the Dreadnoughts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gomez. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down. Patton down to the 42, 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll look to throw again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 74 yards.
And the Cougars have got it back to within a score.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. On 2nd down now, it's Patton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Patton. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and 2. It's caught by Jackson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's McCormick. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 2nd down, it's Patton. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 2nd and 3. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Patton. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to extend their lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now another timeout called for by the offense
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught outright by Patton. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And you can see the result there. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, on the other side, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Patton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 87 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Patton. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Dreadnoughts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. That time a 6-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. They'll look to throw here. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Second and 6. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's caught by Jackson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Patton. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, able to avoid him. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Up the middle they go. Patton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Dreadnoughts have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jackson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patton, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. On 3rd down, Patton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and he slings one that's incomplete. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dreadnoughts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. And it's a fumble. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they bring out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. Back out comes San Antonio. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Back out comes San Antonio.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patton, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll run on first down. Patton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission. I think
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Patton.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Patton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On 3rd down, it's Patton, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He hit his first, now this from 43. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.